Good morning, everyone. I just arrived here for a few hours of sleep. So, first of all, I want to thank you to Maria and Alex for inviting me here. When I was back from San Francisco a month ago, I'm a bit nervous, sorry for that. It's my first presentation in English. So, when I was back from San Francisco, I was looking for a solution, an agile solution. So exactly after 1 month after that, I met them, and I can tell you for sure, there are two extraordinary guys. We have to thank them for this presentation. Oh, I'm pretty nervous. I just realized that. I'm so fucking nervous. So let's give them some big applause for all of us. It helps, yes, and as well, we want to thank you for all those speakers who came here from the States, from, I don't know, a lot of people from all around the world. So let's give them a big applause as well. So. What I want to tell you today is it's a short story about how I see the Silicon Valley and how things are going there. Okay. So what is Silicon Valley about? Through my eyes, exactly what I saw there. So it's like, it's a lot of tech people there. So we can find a lot of technology people. We can find a lot of people who do innovation, and as well a lot of people which are big dreamers. It's the word, the most often used word there is like disruption. We want to disrupt something. I don't know, like a market, like education, like old system, stuff like that. So everybody has a big dream there. It's fucking unbelievable. They have a different perspective than our perspective here. That's because being surrounded by early adopters, they consider if they deliver a product, the early adopters will use it, and then the whole world will use it. So if United States or if Silicon Valley will use your product, then everybody will follow. So this is the concept they have there. They have as well early adopters that I told you at the beginning. So early adopters for me means the guys who are eager to use the new technology. So this is a very important stuff there in Silicon Valley as well. So in a short pitch is like a tech community of innovators and early adopters stuff. This is Silicon Valley for my point of view, so for my perspective. And right now I want to give you a big perspective about the world, and then what we can do here in this direction. In the world today, we have like 7 billion people. It's a huge world. So it's not only Romania, it's not only United States, it's not only Europe. It's 7 billion people. So I guess we should change our perspective from this point of view. What is very interesting, there are some statistics that can tell you like 2% of the populations are creators. So practically only 2% of the population creating stuff that other people can use. 30% of the population are early adopters. What does it mean? So practically only a few people use the technology in the first stage, so immediately after it is created. Another very interesting statistics told us like only 2% of the population has an university degree. What does it mean? It's practically the university creators, the university degree people are the same percentage, so practically everybody should be a creator who finish university, okay? So it's a very strange, that means it's a huge demand for creators. It's unbelievable how big it is. There you can feel that in Silicon Valley. They are so eager to attract new, brilliant people who have skills and potential to become creators. What is another important thing? It's our evolution as a humanity. It's growing exponentially right now. Yeah, for example, if you are considering the TV adoption, yeah, or radio adoption to reach 50 million users, it took like 50 years. And for TV, it's like 15 years. For the internet, it's like 5 years. And for Facebook, it's like 3 months. So imagine how fast things are going, okay? And God knows what will happen in the future. Being at this presentation, the only answer to succeed in this new world is to be extremely agile. Okay? Extremely agile, just agile is not enough. Extremely agile, exactly like the evolution we are going through. And being agile not only in technology, but as well in business. And what I saw that's happening right now, I believe in the future we'll have like micro communities connected with Silicon Valley. Micro communities from Bucharest, from Budapest, from Moscow, from all over the world connected with Silicon Valley. Probably there will be the central hub for internet technology or for mobile stuff, or technology in general. Probably Asia as well will be another very important hub. But from my point of view, this kind of hubs will be exactly like internet is. Okay? And why to have a hub like this in Romania? I don't know, probably because of the communism time and for our Russian influence here. We have extraordinary skill in mathematics. That means we are very good people in technology. And believe me, all over the world, people are saying that Romanians are very good programmers. In fact, in Eastern Europe, probably we are the best. Okay? So this is an incredible advantage for us. Yeah? And we should do something to become creators as well. Yeah? That's why we created Bucharest Hub, which is practically a hub for to be connected, to connect tech people with Silicon Valley and with all other hubs in the world. And I'm very happy to announce you that Bucharest Hub is in top 100 hubs started in the world. So it's in the first, not in the top 100. It's in the first 100 hubs in the world. So this is a very important advantage that we have right now. What is Bucharest Hub? What we plan to be Bucharest Hub, it's exactly, Bucharest Hub for startup, it's exactly what Houston is for spaceships, okay? So this is the pitch for what we created there. But in fact, what we want to create, it's a community, yeah, of tech people and business people to learn each other agile business skills in order to become creators as well important as people from San Francisco. We should consider to have a different mindset, like we are citizens of the world, not only people from Bucharest solving problems around here. So we can create value if we are connected. Yeah? Exactly like if you look into Silicon Valley, it's a community in a few cities around. We can create a micro community here for tech people, for business people in order to create value. So this is how we can do all this to use all our skills in order to create stuff. Yeah? So very important from technical perspective is to begin learning Agile stuff. Probably here you are using already Agile, but you know everything is like in Tango. You never can say you know dance Tango. So probably you should do the same in Agile stuff as well. So practically what you want to do is to help people from technology here to create value in order to sell our time, because those skills right now are used by other corporations. For example, in Microsoft, the second spoken language is Romanian, okay? But people from technology are selling their time to Microsoft in order to create value for Microsoft, okay? So I wanted to make a shift change in order to help us to create business value, not selling our time to others. If you want to join our movement or our, I don't know, our belief, you can join us with the first step, joining to our newsletter, and we can tell you all the events that are taking place in Bucharest Hub. Bucharest Hub is practically a space where you can share your office. We will have a lot of events. For example, with Maria and Alex, we'll do some workshops or hackathons or code retreats or stuff like that in order to learn how to improve our skills. So this is my presentation about how I see Silicon Valley and how we can achieve a bigger dream or a bigger goal than we did before. So that's it, and thank you very much for the support. And if you have some questions.
So from what I've been learning of Eastern Europe, like the laws are, some of them are pretty complex, and some of the overhead of running a business can be pretty complex. So for instance, like one thing that shocked me was invoicing, right? So I can, like in the US, I can take a cab, keep the receipt, write it down in my accounting software, done. And I don't have to pull that thing out unless for some reason I'm audited by the government, which is like slim to none chance, knock on wood, that would happen. However, here, like I've seen Maria collecting invoices with stamps, they have to be signed. I know in Krakow, like Paul had to deliver like signed, stamped invoices and send just another copy of an invoice. So, I mean, in the US, and one of the reasons that Silicon Valley has flourished, besides having a bunch of money being there, and the investment is the environment is set up in such a way so that it's easy for people to be entrepreneurial, to start a business very simply. Like you can go online and form an LLC for like $112 by yourself or whatever in just about any state. So how well does, is the environment here improving for like these kind of like entrepreneurial ventures to occur? Or
I don't want to bet on politics stuff, but as I told you at the beginning, it's a global world. So you can create a company in the United States, an LLC, instantly online in Romania. So if you really want to create a global product, you can create a company in whatever country you want. For example, I have a company right now which is in Cyprus. So I don't have the accounting stuff, the billing stuff. So I'm using my company from Cyprus, but I can use a company from Singapore, or I can use a company from the United States. Perfect. Very easy, yeah? So being in this area of technology, it's very easy for us to form a company all over the world. So it's a global market as well here.
So basically, don't be limited.
Yeah, and my bet is here. Practically, we want to have here a micro community, but we want to be very good, very connected with San Francisco. Yeah. So we plan to go very often to San Francisco to be in that environment and to have VC money for their investments, to have connection with all those guys. So my bet is not to change the Romanian government. It's good. Okay, so. Probably Eastern Europe is the same, and Europe is probably the same.
Yeah.
What's the plan in order for Bucharest to be recognized in the Bay Area or by others? So what's the plan, or how do you guys want to create a buzz around Bucharest outside of Romania?
It is already a buzz in San Francisco because, I don't know, it's here someone from San Francisco? Someone was in San Francisco in the last year? You guys Romanian? Close? Anyway, it is a buzz there. So people are talking about Romanian tech people. I was at Stanford and I saw two presentations made by a Slovak guy and I guess a Ukrainian. And practically from their presentation, I can saw that Romanian are the best tech people in Eastern Europe. So they know that. It's like default stuff, you know?
And it's not just in San Francisco, it's not throughout, it's the same, in Paris it's the same, Romanian people, everyone knows that it's technically.
Yeah, technically we are very good. So we are very good hackers. Yeah, we do a lot of carding stuff, so we have the skills. But used in the wrong direction. So right now, let's change this perspective and use it in the right direction. So from my point of view, we have a good image right now. So we don't have to work a lot in this area. And in Silicon Valley, for example, in Sunnyvale, there is an accelerator 300 times bigger than Bucharest already. But anyway, there is an accelerator. You can go there. We are connected with those guys. So practically you have access to all those VCs. You will have access to clients through them. You can meet other entrepreneurs. You can meet.
So in the end, the plan is to have connections or this kind of partnership with other hubs.
Exactly. Yeah.
In order to
exactly.
for us to get the resources.
Very easy. You can access whatever kind of resources from all over the world. So right now we are talking, for example, with people from Czech, from Greece, Barcelona, stuff like that. Yeah. And if you want to go to do business there, it's very easy through us to access all those networks. So it's exactly like a hub. That's a hub. You can access much more faster connection.
So from what I've read about the American model of a startup, you usually have at least 3 people: the technical people, the technical guy, the user interface, user experience guy, and then the business guy. What I see as a problem in Romania is the third person, third figure. I imagine that you would like to help in that area, but I was wondering how would the model scale? I mean, let's say tomorrow you have to coach 20 startups. How will you be doing that?
This is an approach, but we can have different approach. For example, if you are a very good technical guy, you can meet a business guy from San Francisco. It's not necessarily one business deal. You have the same differently. That's it. Okay. Don't look only in the first proximity of yours. You can act and think globally. So you can find business people from San Francisco. I was there to the conferences like this one, and there are a lot of business people looking for technology guys. Okay.
So you've seen, I don't know, an opening towards the Romanian technology pool.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's possible. It's possible as well to learn business, because from my point of view, to learn business is much more easy than to learn technology. Okay, you can learn business pretty fast. For example, I recommend your book, which is like a Bible course for entrepreneurs in technology, which is, the name is 4 Steps to Epiphany, okay, by Stephen Blank. If you know the book, in fact, there are 2 guys. One is
it was mentioned yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. This is, believe me, in San Francisco, everybody knows about this book. It's like a Bible book.
Thank you.
I really want to say that it's a great idea to have a shared open space for businesses here in Romania. I think it's one of the coolest ideas to have business, and I hope to develop in other cities in the country. I just want to ask, which are the requirements for the companies who want to come in this space?
There are no requirements. Practically, it's what we are looking for. It's we are looking for people who has these big dreams to solve a bigger problem than a local problem. So this is our plan. If you are a good technology guy, you are more than welcome. It's an accelerator, so you cannot stay like forever there. If you don't succeed in like in a few months and you want to quit forever, you have to go. If you want to iterate, so it's okay to stay there as long as you want until you get the success. But we plan to have success like in 1 year or less. Then to go to San Francisco or to other accelerator for your next level of development. And it's a nice idea to have accelerator in other cities in Romania, like Iași, for example. For me, it's a very interesting city. Cluj, Timișoara, Radu, teacher is here from Timișoara, and we plan to do something like this there. So probably we'll see more in the future. Okay, board discussion. Then thank you very much, guys, and let's